First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. Here's the third-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. David Onyemata in on the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Rice open. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll send a tight end in motion. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And now it's 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. 1st and 10. Now the 2nd-year man out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. Now a second down throw for Cousins. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 2. Trying the left side, here's Robinson. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Another run here for Robinson. Robinson, a first down and more. The speed on display. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's taken in by the running back, Kieran. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll find his man, Mecole Hardman. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They face 2nd down and 7. On the option, here's Robinson. A good run there for a gain of 6, but it's still going to be 3rd and long. Throwing now, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They motion the slot man left. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. They'll get this across midfield down to the 48. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. Second and 7. Patrick to throw. Down the field, he's got Kelsey. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Pacheco. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Mahomes back. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Kansas City.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Cousins. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Cousins gonna throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. That is Mike Dana working his way in there to record the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick. to save them some points.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
3rd and long. Throwing now, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Here's Matariza now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line.
After on the 4-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
From his end zone, he'll throw it on 3rd and long. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And here's Bijan. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
On 1st down, Cousins. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. and gains nothing.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. The Falcons send their punting unit out. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. This brought him out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He's got his big tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This one taken at the 7. Strong. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Chiefs 14, Falcons 7.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Second down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this?
And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Sending a receiver right. This caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Really nice play there by Xavier Worthy. And if I'm a defensive coordinator around the league, and I'm thinking to myself, Mike, how do I stop this Chiefs offense? How do I stop Mahomes and Kelsey? Well, they just add a wide receiver that has the fastest 40-yard dash time in the history of the NFL Combine. I mean, the ability to take the top off, the ability to make those secondary players play that much deeper and open up everything else underneath. When he gets up and running, and he really finds his groove in this league, this scary offense just got a little bit scarier.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Second time they've connected on this drive, and 19 yards out of this one. Yellow. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A give here to Pacheco. Whoa. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken around the 11. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got his man. It's Mooney. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And the Chiefs are gonna take over at their own 41-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
That one is complete to Hardman. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They put Kelsey in motion. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he gets back to Hardman. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Mahomes now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Stop his feet, make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
Here's Pacheco. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time with Pacheco. And he's going to go backwards on that one. And taken down back at the 6-yard line. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs have run out to a 24-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, Cousins. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too...
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
That's caught right side. It's London. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And the Chiefs are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. From the gun, here's Pacheco. And not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On third down, they go with Pacheco. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. On the return, now on the return, he has lost the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll check this down to the running back.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Open man downfield, that's London. And he will score. Drake London, touchdown Falcons. On is Coop for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons back within 10. It's now 24-14. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. 2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A handoff to Pacheco. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Travis Kelce, touchdown, Kansas City. That his second touchdown tonight. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. Here's first and 10. Cousins now. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Cousins to throw. He fires downfield for Pitts. And he will go all the way. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. Here's Coop for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.